It is a musical.
Okay, just to be clear, you said that was a musical. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning, Ken.
Good morning, viewers. This is Ken with Manitowoc Buzz, and we're talking about good stuff that's happening in our community, which includes Manitowoc County, as much as I know Manitowoc County. I might talk about some stuff that doesn't really belong in Manitowoc County. And Lisa, your task is to keep me within the confines of this county.
I will try, although it slips in sometimes. It's okay.
Everybody say hi to Lisa Carlson, comedian.
Hi.
All right. Well, let's get started. Let's see.
Excellent.
Do you have anything in particular, or do you want me to do on here?
No, I mean, I've got a few, but I want to make sure I say them correctly. So my brain needs to warm up.
Okay. We'll take a break. I'm gonna talk about the railroad thing. Even though the people that are watching this on Comcast, it's long gone by the time you see this. It's coming up this weekend, which is April 17th, 18th, 19th. They're starting it. They've got actually two forks in this road here, two sets of track, so to speak. They've got the local club, the Clipper City Model Railroad Club. They're having the open house, and they have a huge display with some, what is it, C scale? I'm not even sure what that means really, but it's probably really big. You know, it might be
big.
I don't know.
No, I think it means smaller. Like,
oh, really?
A real choo-choo train.
Yeah, well, I thought the N scale is like the little micro trains that run around. So I just figured C was closer to A in the alphabet, so maybe that means it's bigger. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I would think
we'll have to show up and see.
Yeah.
And then in conjunction with that, I didn't even mean to do that. I am so clever. I don't even know it. So the National Model Railroad Spring Convention is also in town at the same time. So they're going to be at the Holiday Inn. They got a big convention thing going on there, and a bunch of railroad geeks will be running there doing railroad stuff.
Good. Chewing along.
Yes.
So don't be a caboose and wait to the last minute.
I wonder who engineered all of this stuff. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Anyway, lots of railroad stuff going on this weekend. So be there.
Awesome.
And so the club meets at the expo. They've got a building down there. I'm sure there'll be a bunch of signs. And that's going to be starting tomorrow, Saturday, and then Sunday.
Cool.
And also the Railroad Spring Convention. So
awesome.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Get your choo-choo on.
That's right.
All right. Well, there is something else coming up this weekend that this is interesting. We're now at a point, Ken, where people are asking us, hey, have you heard? Like, I can't find info. Tell me more. And the researcher in me wants to help. So I dug and dug. Somebody wanted to know about a ventriloquist coming to town, a guy who's funny and a dummy. And they're this Saturday at Silver Valley. They'll be having some comedy. So check that out. Now I'm thinking I said the wrong date, but it's this weekend. So call Silver Valley and get your tickets. That's all I'm saying. I don't have a poster to give you, but it's this weekend. Check it out. There's also comedy on Friday. Are you holding up something? Are you trying to hold my head on a platter? I don't understand. What are you doing?
I don't know if it'll turn out, but I was trying to make you the dummy.
I'm already stupid. Oh gosh, that's hilarious. You're funny.
It'll probably be on this
Here,
side.
try it again. Here, try it again. I'll move my mouse.
First I'll do this one.
Okay.
I've got to be quiet though, otherwise my picture shows up. So hold on a second.
Okay, you be quiet, and I'm gonna just mouth stuff. Bop 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 bop. Okay, that was fun. That was really fun. Other comedy, Friday night Cravings will have some show there. Check it out. I won't be there, but some other people will be doing some improv and some skits and stuff. So you can check out Cravings for comedy this weekend in this area. What I really wanted to talk about is an event that isn't happening until later in May. However, it's the Lakeshore CAP. They'll be presenting their second annual Helpful Hearts. And what that is it's a volunteer appreciation banquet. So right now, though, what you can do is you can nominate somebody in different categories, and you can go to Lakeshore Community Action Program, whether it be their website or their Facebook page, and show either a volunteer or an organization that you appreciate them. When the tallies of whomever the powers be that picked the nominations, they'll be giving out 6 $500 donation checks out. So look for that information. If you know of a volunteer that needs some recognition, go ahead and volunteer them or yourself. If you're feeling like you just don't get enough recognition in your life, this is definitely something you can nominate yourself for. Organization or person.
You know what I just realized? That without 3 people or more in the conversation, the film strip really doesn't show up. So all people were seeing was you anyway. So I'm going to have to edit that maybe and pull a little square of me under there.
We're learning. It's all good.
Well, it's not that. I already knew it. I just didn't think about it. Well,
I wanted to tell the good people that we're risk-taking, and if not for our imperfections, we wouldn't even have anything like this.
That's right. That's right. Hey, while we're giving props, Comcast.
I thought so.
Comcast. Whoop, whoop.
Tom.
I just did a speed test this morning. It was like over 60 on the download side and about 13 on the upload side. So I'm smoking there. That's really fast. Really fast. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, let's get back to events because people are getting bored or think we're weird or something. I don't know.
Tom isn't. Tom's loving it.
That's right. Oh, the 4th annual pasta dinner. I've talked about this last week, I think. But it's a Rotary thing. So the annual pasta dinner, Sunday, April 19th from 4 to 7 at the Gardens of Felician Village. Be there or be hungry. The Animal Society, all this month, all of April. It's the $10 adoption fee for any black animals, or I'm suspecting mostly black. In fact, I would venture to say that if there's just a spot of black, they might still give you this deal.
Wheeling and dealing on the percentage of blackness. Okay, moving on to the next event. You've talked about, I think this, or maybe not, but it's a motorcycle show and dance, April 25th and 26th. Yeah,
I was going to talk about that, but that's okay. You go ahead.
Well, you can tell me what I don't know about it, but it's going to be at the Manitowoc County Expo Center. There's a show, there's a raffle, there's Harley, Polaris, and 2-wheelers and 2-ups, and the dance is on Saturday with Cherry Pie and Johnny Wad. You can get tickets in advance somewhere. I didn't get that part, but the proceeds, awesome. Proceeds go to Baldur's Fire Department and Lakeshore Humane Society, which just happens to piggyback on the whole adoption thing.
Yes.
See how we did that?
Yes, I saw that.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, Lakeshore Humane Society, they're pretty active. They got all kinds of things going on. And they've got, apparently there's some kind of contest or something there. So there's 19 classes from antique motorcycles to like radical motorcycles. So yeah, check it out. Pretty cool stuff. And if you see a bunch of guys there from the Anthill Mob, okay, and I hope I don't get beat up for saying this.
So are you going to say they're hot?
No, I'm not going to say that. Although, if you see those guys out there and they got their motorcycle vests on and their big shaggy beards and they look like they're really mean and tough guys, they probably really are. But they'll be nice to you because you're there helping out the stuff that they support. Yeah. So don't be afraid to go over there and say hi, shake their hand.
They are a fantastic organization. Time and time again, they just really are active in what they do and the passions and the missions that they have. So great group of people and just doing great things for our community.
Right. And motorcycle dudes, sometimes they get a bad rap, just like the Black Cats,
Right.
They're good. They're good stuff.
Awesome.
Horse-A-Rama.
Ooh.
Horse-A-Rama.
You're just horsing around.
No, there's an actual Horse-A-Rama. In fact, it's like the biggest horse thing. I think it's the second biggest in Wisconsin. Although maybe we'll overtake them this time. Being in Manitowoc, who knows? But it's going to be at the Expo Center too. Saturday, May 2nd, Sunday, May 3rd. So that's, I think, 2 weeks from now. It says they only charge $7 daily or $10 for a weekend pass. Children 8 and under are free. But it's 9 to 6 on Saturday, 9 to 4 on Sunday. You could go to Horse-A-Rama, horse-a-rama.org to get all the info. They've got places, they'll tell you where you can spend the night. They'll tell you if you're going to bring your horse, what you need to do. They've got all kinds of horse clinics. They've got used tack sale. Now, these aren't the little tacks that I would normally push into the wall or something like this. This is some kind of horse thing, like, I don't know, maybe a saddle or something. I really don't know. I don't know that much about horses. I only rode one once, and it didn't listen to me at all. And this was back in Tennessee. Well, I rode it twice. One was the time it didn't listen to me at all. And I was on the horse, and you watch the cowboy movies, and you kind of like hold the reins and stuff.
Sure.
And you go, and it's supposed to start walking or something, right? And so this horse starts walking, but then it starts running. And me, I'm not like a sprite little dude. I'm pretty heavy, and I'm not. My center of balance really is right here in the belly section here. So I was jumping up and down, like this, and like, oh, how do I stop this thing? The brakes ain't working. I'm pulling the reins back, and he's like, he doesn't care. So finally, I yank back really super hard. And it kind of almost does the little thing, like that.
Oh my God.
But he stops. I go, thank God. That could have been nasty. Because I probably would have rolled for like 50 feet after he actually stopped.
I'm so proud of you on so much of that story, mostly the sound effects, because that's something that I would do, and I'm so proud of you. But my burning question is did you ride the same horse, or were they two different horses?
Oh, it was actually 2 different times. I just now remembered the first time I ever rode one, and that's the problem. I rode this one, but it was like tame.
It was a pony.
And there were a bunch of other horses with it. And apparently Dad calms them down or something, or at least
like an old pony was like
to carry me. And so that
pony
was
just
through the woods with a guide who knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And so I thought I knew how to ride a horse when I got on the other one at a later date.
Well, just so you know, you can now go to Horse-A-Rama and tell those people, hey, if you just do, it'll make it go.
That's right. I watch like the Lone Ranger or something, or the Cisco Kid. I used to watch that every weekend. That's what they did.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So Horse-A-Rama, be there. Check out the horses. They're not nearly as bad as the one I rode.
All righty. Let's see. All right. Masquers, our local community theater, will be having The Addams Family, May 7th through the 9th. It is a musical? Yes, it's a musical comedy. So I go ahead, go see it. You can check it out at the Capitol Civic Center. That's their final production, I think, for the year. And then the summer they get together and do their meetings and whatnot for the fall. So check it out if you like musicals and or comedies and or both.
Okay, just to be clear, you said that was a musical?
I did.
Okay.
I was waiting to make sure that comedy was going to come after musical, and I didn't want to miss the beat between those two words.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
I don't know any of the songs in it, just so you know. So there will be no singing a few bars. You could get a Masquers member to probably sing a few bars, though.
It's the Addams Family, though, right?
The Addams Family, correct.
Is this like a new group, or is this the Addams Family from like the 70s TV show?
It's based on those characters, yeah.
That's what I was thinking. And you don't know those songs?
Well, I know the openings. Okay, I guess I do. The Addams Family. Ba-da-da-dum. 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 What is it? They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. The Addams Family. Okay, I guess I knew it. Well, that's it.
Bravo, bravo.
I did not audition.
You might think about auditioning.
No, I did not. Heart-A-Rama is coming to town.
Yeah, it's different than Horse-A-Rama.
Correct, but it is a Rama, and there is horsing around at Heart-A-Rama. A lot of it.
Very good, very good.
And I don't have the dates in front of me, so you can follow up with that. But it is the local people, local actors, local I want to be on stage, volunteers of the bar, volunteers of sweatshirt sales, little heart-shaped doohickey things on your face, markers, tattoos, if you will, all for a good cause, the American Heart Association. So they are a fundraiser first, and second, they are a show. So that's awesome because all the proceeds go right back to that. This is the 45th year, so it's a celebratory year, and they will be doing a retro type of thing where they've taken some skits in the past, maybe they've tweaked them, maybe they've improved them, and you'll see some things that are the most popular items from the past brought to life again.
Super.
Heart-A-Rama. It's 2 weekends. End of
We'll
April.
put a link down. Homegrown heritage breakfast. Now, for you Harley riders, this is not a heritage softail or anything. This is heritage breakfast, May 2nd, 7 a.m., which is a good time if you think about it for breakfast. Now, I'm reading this text, and it says Saturday, May 2nd, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. So their Facebook page has like 2 different things. So 7, 8, get there. 7
Drop
for the
in when you
birds
can.
who want the waffles because they're gone by 8. Okay,
Yeah.
so the Pinecrest Historical Village, it's 924 Pinecrest Road. For those who haven't been there, I've driven by, and maybe I'll stop for breakfast. But they have locally produced foods and activities at their historical village. Costs us $10 for adults, $6 for children. Spring hike, also May 2nd. So May 2nd is going to be a really busy weekend, folks. Let me tell you more about the spring hike. It's the Woodland Dunes Nature Center and Preserve. Watch out for the trees, especially if it's windy. Let's see. Donations are appreciated. Explore the trails with a naturalist.
Naturalist. They naturally naturize and naturally know the nature.
Oh, the first thing that popped into my mind was nudist. So it's okay.
That's a different type of tour.
Naturalist, and enjoy looking for birds, plants, and other signs of spring. Well, good luck around here. Yeah.
No spring.
Bring binoculars and dress for the weather. There we go. And they're going to meet at the Nature Center. Let's see. They're saying from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. So maybe it's a short hike. Not so bad, huh?
That's not bad.
Yeah. I would do that.
Yeah, I find that when you're learning and talking and walking, it makes the hike easier. Because if I don't have anybody else with me and it's just me, or I have to hike, I'm like, I get maybe 4 steps. I'm like, this is boring. I should be done by now.
Well, you need to go hiking in Tennessee then. Not to drive people away from here to Tennessee, but
yeah,
a hike in Tennessee is always exciting. So there's, copperheads, rattlesnakes.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of cool stuff to see. And you're always looking for that. You're definitely not looking in the trees so much.
Right.
On the ground and 20, 30 feet ahead of you so you don't step on one. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay.
What else is going on?
You know, I wish I had some jobs to talk about. But you know what? I've noticed. I get the paper, the HTR, and I look through it from time to time.
Paper.
Exactly. And one of the things when I first got here, which was 3 years ago now, maybe something like that. Yeah. The first thing I did was I wanted to see how much trouble I was getting into. So I opened up the paper and I'm looking through the classifieds. I want to see how many people are hiring. You know, that tells me what kind of economy this place has. And back then there was like 2.
Yeah.
And it was like work from home. You know, you can stuff envelopes. So it wasn't looking so bright back then. But you know, the last couple of days I've been picking up the paper, looking in the classifieds for the jobs, and I'm seeing more and more stuff.
That's good.
That's good. That means our local economy is getting better. More people are hiring, more people are doing stuff. In fact, that one place, remember we were joking about the mixer. What was it, Northland Labs or something like that?
Oh yeah, the blender.
Yeah, the blender, right. We didn't know what they were blending and stuff, some cleaning products or something. Yeah, they're looking for somebody else now. And I don't quote me verbatim here. Check the newspaper and see.
Yes.
But I think it was like a supervisor.
Yeah,
so
good.
You could start there blending stuff, then be a supervisor. This place is going places, man. I'm telling you.
That would be fantastic.
Manitowoc is looking up.
Well,
the entire county, including Kiel.
Oh, all of it.
Yes.
You know, interesting. I was outside of Manitowoc County networking yesterday, and when I told people I was from Manitowoc, multiple people were saying, "Oh, the badger." So that will also fuel some economy for us as well. So that's coming up quite soon. Several people saying either A, asking me if I've been on it, B, they've taken the boat, they want to take the boat, all that good stuff. So that's going to help us get a nice little economy boost this summer too.
Yeah, and I actually saw a thing on somebody else's calendar. We haven't picked it up yet, but they're talking about a Lakeshore cruise on the Badger, which I thought would be kind of cool. But that's in May sometime. I haven't picked out the date yet, but that'll be fun.
I'm looking forward to doing that too, because then I don't have to do the whole way across the way.
Yeah, but I talked to the people about that. It sounds like it's kind of fun, and they have an overnight thing, so you could actually spend the night in it and stuff. So good. We'll get you more info on that when it's made available. That's right. I aim to spend the night on the Badger one of these days, and spend the night on the submarine one of these days, the Cobia.
You just like to sleep.
Well, hey, you know, after you get a certain age, sleep's one of those things you like to do.
After you get a certain age, you like to sleep in various places and get up and go to the farm to eat waffles before they're all gone.
Hey, did you hear on the news about that dude who fell asleep in the airplane cargo hold?
No.
I was watching that. It was the TV. It wasn't the HDR this time. But I was watching TV, and they talked about this guy, this baggage handler. I guess it was like close to the end of his shift, and he fell asleep inside a cargo hold. Now, thankfully, it was pressurized and stuff. But they got up in the air, and they were going to, I think, Los Angeles, and they heard this beating on the bottom of the plane. And so the sky marshals were all up in arms and stuff like that, and they turned the plane around and landed. Yeah, this dude fell asleep in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ouch. I don't know if that's a good thing for him or the future of his employment.
Oh, yeah. I kind of felt for the guy because it happened to me once, not on a plane, but in the middle of the Mojave Desert, which is kind of an interesting place to fall asleep. But it was back in my Army days.
Yeah.
And in those days, they train, and you get very little sleep, and it comes in a couple hour increments when you can get that. And so we were out in the desert doing this training, and I crawled on top of a vehicle in a camouflage net because they were nice and soft.
Yeah.
And so I crawled up there and went to sleep because I was really, really super tired. Plus, if you hide they can't find you and make you dig foxholes and stuff. But, so I was up there, and I woke up going down the road about 35 miles an hour through the desert, and I was on top of this. I think it was a deuce and a half with they had those canvas tarps, and they got the little scoops in the canvas. I was in one of those, and kind of sliding toward the edge, and I'm going, hey, stop, and I used a couple of expletives. And so Sarge was in the front, and he's looking up, Ivy, what are you doing up there? I'm like, stop!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, boy, were they mad.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
Guess it was digging foxholes the next couple of days.
Yeah, I bet.
It was me. Yeah.
You.
So yeah, I can feel for somebody falling asleep on the job there. Not a good thing.
Yeah. Well.
But you know what? The difference between me and him is they can't fire me.
Right. That's true. Thanks for spending my dollars in a time efficient manner, Ken.
Hey, listen. The average hourly wage of a soldier was like $1.36, man.
I know. Thank you for your service, Ken. That's what I should be saying. It's horrible of me to say things. I would never say them to anyone else. No other service person. I would never say that to anyone else except for you. So
now
just so
I
you know.
feel really special.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Every week is special because you get to spend it with me on Manitowoc Buzz.
Yeah, there you go. That's great.
Remember, I'm egotistical. No, sometimes. I'm just a girl trying to make a living at comedy and speaking.
I learned what was it? Duckface is today.
Yes.
I didn't know what it was. My sister-in-law's got she's posting stuff on Facebook. And she posts they had a baby, and so they post a bunch of baby stuff on there. And so, your Facebook feed's full of baby stuff, which is fine with me. I don't care. I don't get to see them a whole lot. So it's nice. But apparently some people were complaining on her Facebook feed. You post all this baby stuff on here. And so she wrote a big, commentary on, well, at least I don't think I'm a model and posting pictures of myself half naked and duck face and stuff like that. And I'm like, duck face? What's a duck face?
Yeah.
So I look it up,
Duck
and
lips.
it's that thing where it kind of does look like a duck.
Yeah. You don't need to know what duck lips are. It's fine.
Yeah.
You could have gone without that.
It's too late.
So tell me what, so it kind of segues into whether you edit it or not, but what would be your duck lip face?
Oh, I knew you were trying to egg me onto that. Right?
I'll do one if you do one. Stop. Just stop. Wow. That's a hairy duck lip face. Wait. All right, I'll try one. I think it's.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and if you've got a good duck face, we want to see it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm going to link that on Facebook.
That'll be funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've got an
Mr.
event
Ken, we'll
or
see you
some kind
soon.
of thing, we want to have it on the show. And if you want to talk about it, even better, we'll get you on the show with us, and we'll talk about your important event, or we'll make fun of it. One of those.
We will. Oh, it's so cool. I think you have to make a noise for the camera to go on you.
Oh, that wasn't for public consumption. That was.
Oh, okay. Fine.